Bombshell. The government's once clandestine UFO program will reveal findings on unexplained materials and crashes. For years, the US government has repeatedly changed its tune regarding its official involvement with UFO research. As recently as February, a Pentagon spokesperson told Popular Mechanics that, while the government program did investigate unmanned aerial vehicles and other unexplained aerial phenomena for some time last decade, funding dried up in 2012. But when Popular Mechanics thoroughly investigated the covert program, multiple sources said it's still going on to this day. Now, a new report in the New York Times confirms those accounts. The government's UFO unit currently resides in the Office of Naval Intelligence, where it deals with classified matters, per the report. Even though the unit isn't itself classified, the Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force is meant to standardize collection and reporting on sightings of UAVs and publicly divulge at least some of its findings twice a year. In a June Senate committee report, the Senate authorized appropriations for fiscal year 2021 for the task force, supporting its efforts to reveal any links that unidentified aerial phenomena have to adversarial foreign governments and the threat they pose to U.S. military assets and installations. This is straight from the report. It says, the committee remains concerned that there is no unified, comprehensive process within the federal government for collecting and analyzing intelligence on unidentified aerial phenomena, despite the potential threat. The committee understands that the relevant intelligence may be sensitive. Nevertheless, the committee finds that the information sharing and coordination across the intelligence community has been inconsistent, and this issue has lacked attention from several leaders. Therefore, the committee directs the DNI, in consultation with the Secretary of Defense and the heads of such other agencies as the Director and Secretary jointly consider relevant, to submit a report within 180 days of the date of enactment of the Act to the Congressional Intelligence and Armed Services Committees on Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon, also known as anomalous aerial vehicles, including observed airborne objects that have not been identified. Senator Marco Rubio, who chairs the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, told a CBS affiliate in Florida that he's most interested to learn from the task force who's responsible for unidentified aircraft spotted over American military bases. Rubio said he hopes the Chinese or Russians or some other adversary hasn't made some sort of technological leap that allows them to conduct this sort of activity. That, to me, Rubio said, is a national security risk and one we should be looking into. While such UAVs may very well come from foreign adversaries, the other possibility, of course, is that we can't pinpoint their origins from anywhere on this planet. And that's where the New York Times report gets really interesting. Harry Reid, the former Nevada senator, who was instrumental in funding the original UFO program, told the Times he believes that crashes from other worlds had occurred, and that retrieved materials had been studied secretly for decades, often by aerospace companies under government contracts. From the article, it reads the following. After looking into this, I came into the conclusion that there were reports, some were substantive, but some not so substantive, that there were actual materials that the government and the private sector had in their possession. Astrophysicist Eric Davis, who consulted with the Pentagon's original UFO program, told the Times that after he examined certain materials, he came to the conclusion that we couldn't make them ourselves. In fact, Davis briefed the Department of Defense agency as recently as March about retrieving materials from off-world vehicles not made on this Earth. The New York Times report and the anticipated public disclosure of findings from Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force are the latest and encouraging recent developments surrounding UFO research. Back in April, the U.S. Navy officially published 3 videos that show unidentified aerial vehicles are genuine, several years after the notorious clips first leaked online and properly ushered into the UFO renaissance. In 2019, the Navy confirmed the 3 videos, taken by Navy pilots, indeed show unexplained aerial phenomena, but the service also said the footage should have never been released to the public in the first place. Then in April, the service dropped the clips on its Freedom of Information Act page, a repository for documents released under the federal law that allows for the full or partial disclosure of U.S. government information to the public. The clips were first released in 2017 and 2018 by the New York Times and to the Stars Academy of Arts and Science, a UFO research group from former Blink-182 member Tom DeLonge. After a thorough review, a Pentagon spokesperson said in April, the department has determined that the authorized release of these unclassified videos does not reveal any sensitive capabilities or systems and does not impinge on any subsequent investigations of military airspace incursions by unidentified aerial phenomena. DoD released the videos in order to clear up with any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage has been circulating was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos. There will be more upcoming updates on this as the days go by. For now, peace and love, peace and love. As always, stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, more videos on the way. For now, mavakaga. Out.